Shalom, real quick. Giving all praise to YAHAWASHI, now Shabbat QADASH. Giving all praise to YAHAWASHI, now Shabbat QADASH. I'm going to entitle this video Vocab Malone pinned my comment. So I'm going to deal with this comment that I put up actually 4 hours ago. And this is from the video Christians agree with Charles Dow on Esther 8, verse 17. I encourage you to watch this video. It's not even 5 minutes long. And it opens up with vocab and this other individual, I don't know his name right offhand, but he has a page called Smart Christians, something to that effect. So he's basically opens up the first couple of seconds and it goes immediately to this guy, Pastor Charles Dow, straightway ministry, straightway church, whatever. And he doesn't really understand. He teaches that he's an Israelite, that we're the Israelites, but he says Edomites can make it. They can be a part of this truth and they can go to heaven. So he really doesn't understand the truth. But he has a lot of people following him. And he was on, and this is on Jason Whitlock's show, Fearless. And he was a guest on that particular show maybe 2 weeks after Bishop Nathaniel. So anyway, he mentions, I believe he actually quotes a scripture. But like I said, watch it. And the scripture is this. Esther 8, verse 17, and in every province, so you can understand, is a state. Like the United States, you have New York, you have New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, South Florida, Georgia, so forth, Texas. So you can understand, those are considered provinces. In the ancient world, those would be considered provinces, which are states. It said in every province and in every city, see, cities are within provinces, whithersoever the king's commandment, this was during the time of the Medo-Persian Empire, but this was during the rule of the Persians. They became the greater of the two. There was two nations that had co-rulership, but the Persians became more prominent. And this was actually during the time of King Ahasuerus, which is, he's also known as Xerxes. If you saw the movie 300, the tall guy with all the earrings and tattoos on him, that's Ahasuerus. So he actually dealt with Esther. And so, I mean, if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And the King Leonidas and the Greeks at that time, those were Israelites. They were Lacedaemonians. It says, in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Jews had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day, and many of the people, the nations, those people of the land became Jews. So you might say, okay, it says Jew over here and it says Jew over here, so it means the same thing. You can't become a Jew. You are born a Jew. A Jew or Judah is a tribe. It's not a religion. For the fear of the Jews fell upon them, So I asked this question: what is the difference between the word Jew? I should have put the words. I put word Jew, and I put in H3054, and then I put in the Hebrew. I put that up there twice. Yahud and Jew, or the word Jew, H3064. And the word there is YAHAWAH, YAHAWADAH, or let me see, Haya, Yahawadayam, which means Judite. Yahawah, Yahawah Daya means Judite. So this word Jew, the second time you see Jew in the question, what is the difference between the word Jew, H3054, and the word there is Yahad, as opposed to Yahawadah? What's the difference? So I asked a question to Vocab Malone on his page here, and he just, after 4 hours, he pinned it. He didn't reply. I don't know if he went into the Hebrew. I don't know if he looked at the scripture with a scholarly mindset. But that's very easy to break down. See, they became Jews. That means they can be saved. No, only the Jews can be saved. What did the Lord tell the woman at the well? Because she said she worshiped. Didn't she say our fathers worship in this mountain? And you say that was it Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship? And he said, you don't know what the hell you worshiping. He said, we know what we worship, for salvation is of Yahawadayam. So she wasn't a real Jew. And she was one of the people that go back to when the Assyrians pulled out the northern kingdom, and that one of the places was Samaria. And what the king did was put heathens over there, and lions attacked them. That's in 2 Kings 17 chapter. You want to read the whole chapter, but the key point is like around the 20 some odd verse on down. And then when they were being attacked by lions, they inquired, why are we being attacked by lions? And it was told to them that you're not following the laws of this land. What they did was they went back and got one of the priests, a Levite, one. They didn't get a company of priests. You have these stories. Well, a company of priests came over and they had sex with the women and they killed the men, and all those people are Israelites. Well, if that was the case, then that means they were actually Israelites, but they were not Israelites. There was one priest that came in his official capacity as a priest to teach them the laws. And when they kept the laws, guess what? The lions didn't attack them anymore, because the Most High has power over the spirits of man and animals. The Most High took the king of Pharaoh, the king of Babylon, and and I was going through that the other day, and he put a mind in Pharaoh of an animal. He made him, go on all fours and think he was an ox, and he started eating grass, and his mindset was that of the mind of an animal. So the Most High can actually make a man. You ever see these hypnotists that make people put them under that sleep, and then they say you're a chicken, and they start, acting like a chicken? I don't know if that's stage or whatever, but guess what? The Most High can hypnotize you. He can make you think you're a dog. He can make a animal do what he wants him to do. In the case of the lion, the spirit came on a lion or lions and just started killing those people. But when they kept the laws, the Most High pulled the lions back. So did they get a blessing? Yes, they got a blessing, because when they kept the laws, even though they were of another nation, they got a blessing. The lions didn't eat them anymore. So ultimately, in the kingdom, that's what's going to happen in the kingdom. All the nations are going to learn the laws. But will they still be slaves under us? You goddamn right they would. Anyway, so I'm waiting for this Vocab Malone to come back with a response. Like I said, I take it that he didn't realize. He looked at the word Jew. He looked at the word Jew. There's 3 times: Jews, Jews, and Jews. But there's a difference. One Jew is H. H meaning Hebrew. If you go to concordance or the blue letter, 3054, and the other is Jew or Jews, H3064. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.